Okay, it's working. Hi, Chumley. There he goes. Good stuff. Hold on. He's going potty. Like a big boy. He's such a big boy. I'm so proud of him. Good job, buddy. When he goes pee, he goes pee. Like, a lot. But he eats a lot at a time. So, this is his play area right now. Hi, Kelly. We have the cardboard up because he's still small enough that he pokes his head, like he fits through these right here. So we have these up to block him. Those will come down as soon as he's just big enough. He's still going, by the way. Yeah, he is still going potty. Look at him, like, oh my goodness, look at that puddle. My word, it's a puddle. My goodness, big boy. I love that he's been using the litter box. So proud of him. But I need to go get him some toys now that he's finally playing. But he's actually ready to eat, so. You ready, Rigby? Mister? 1 second. Hi, come on. Come on. You're a good boy. Come here, I can't reach you. There we go. He is so flipping cute. He's mad. He wants to eat, like, right now. He's like, now, Mom, now. I'm getting it, but I gotta get you off the blankie first. Okay, hold on. It's right here. It's right here. Okay, hold on there, Turbo. You gotta calm down. There you go. Okay, there you go. It's right there. You gotta calm down for a minute. There you go. There you go. He gets so worked up when he's eating. It's trying to get him to not get so worked up, but yeah, there he is. He's getting his grub on. He's so funny because when he eats, he stretches out, what we call for maximum consumption. Look at him. He stretches himself completely out. It's the cutest thing in the world. Like, he stretches his whole body straight out so that he can consume as much food as possible. I just love him. Like, he is just the sweetest boy in the entire world. He lets you know, though, when he's hungry, he's hungry. Like, he don't mess around when it comes to food. So, hi, Felicia. How are you? And Leslie. Hi, Leslie. Yeah, Kelly, he's growing pretty good. Like, ow, ow, ow. You're not supposed to bite my finger. You're supposed to eat the food. There you go. We're gonna keep trying to introduce food this week, solids this week. So far, he shows zero interest. I put some of his milk, like his formula, on a little saucer. No interest whatsoever. He still doesn't even drink the water yet. So when I first see him start lapping at the water is when we'll start trying to put the milk, his formula, on a dish again. But as of right now, he's not showing any interest in it. And the hard part is he doesn't have a mama cat to kind of like introduce it to him. Hi, Tiffany, how are you doing? How you feeling, Mama? So he shows no interest yet. And like I said, the sad part is he doesn't have a mom to like introduce it to him. So it's a lot more difficult for him. Okay, we got burp. Oh my goodness, look at that milky mustache. Look at that milk face. My goodness. Come here, let's wipe your chin. Come here, let's wipe that chin. All right, let's get the burps out. We already tried that. He's not interested yet. Like, he's not at that point yet. You have to remember he was premature, so he's kind of behind. But he also doesn't have another cat to kind of like introduce it to him. And I know people are gonna be like, well, what about Mocus and Bella? They're not indoor cats. Mocus and Bella live outdoors by choice. And we try keeping them in, but both of them just get super upset, especially Bella. She loves mousing. If you don't know what mousing is, when it comes to cats, it's a cat that loves to go and catch mice. Like, she has definitely kept us, she's brought down the mouse population over here quite well. We haven't had any more mice chewing on anything, so we haven't lost any more wiring, thank goodness. To do with Bella. She is great at her job. Here you go. It's right there. Rigby, it's right there. You gotta open your eyes. You gotta look. You gotta look where it is. There you go. He still doesn't seem to have very good sight. So I'm a little concerned about his eyesight. I've noticed that nothing catches his eye. Like a lot of times cats will see something out of the corner of their eye, or they'll see something move and their head will follow it. Even at 4 weeks old, he should be like, things should be catching his eye and they don't. And so I'm a little bit concerned. So we're just gonna wait till he goes in for his next appointment, which will be in about a week. They want to see him when he turns 6 weeks. So he's got about a week and a half, roughly a week and a half. At 6 weeks, he'll do another appointment. We'll get a weight check. Right now he's at 14.4 ounces as of today. So 14.4 ounces, he's still under a pound. Most kittens at 4 weeks old are usually roughly just over a pound. Oh, a baby turtle. But, and thank you, Kelly. I do my due diligence with them, and oh my goodness, you are just, on your own little terms right now. Huh, what's going on? What's going on? Good boy. You're getting a full tummy. Yeah, you're getting a full tummy. It's right there, buddy. It's right there. He's literally gripping the bottle. Like, he has a hold of the bottle. Honey, you have to actually put it in your mouth. What are you doing? Relax, sweetheart. He does it every time he eats, so I have to watch him when he gets to getting like super like antsy when he's eating, because he'll end up swallowing a bunch of air and then making his tummy hurt. There you go. Relax. Relax. You got this. Yeah, I think you're full. I think you're on the full side. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You want to see how full his tummy is, you guys? This is the cutest thing you'll ever see. Sarah lost her noodle earlier. You ready? You want to show him your tummy? Ooh. Look at this tummy. If I were to get a tattoo of a rank insignia that my uncle had because he was National Guard, wait a minute, what? Would it be considered stolen valor? Joseph, the question on that, I would say if you're gonna get the ranking insignia done, I would make sure that you put his name with it. That way people don't associate it as in like you're tatting yourself with insignia you didn't earn. So I would say if you want that tattoo of the insignia, make sure that you actually put his name with it, and maybe even put the dates of his, of his service. So that way people know that it's associated that way. Oh, thank you, Felicia. Yeah, he really is so dang. Ow, he's biting my finger. He doesn't have any playmates, so this is how he plays. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Whoop! Sorry, guys. So this is our. Toe beans! The toe beans! Oh, get your toe beans! Kitty. He is so funny. This is how we play together every single time. I need to wash you. You need a cleanup. You need to clean up your dirty bum because you went potty. He still hasn't figured out how to clean himself yet, so that still falls to me to clean up. So we need to do a booty cleanup because somebody's got dirty booty. Somebody got a dirty butt. Say hi. Hi, lovey. Yeah. Hi, gorgeous boy. Oh, good burp. We have, Kelly, we're already in talks about what the next step's going to be. We want to make sure we get him through his neuter and everything else first before we make a solid decision. I'm pretty sure what road I'm going to go down. Almost certain at this point. We have everything we need for him and whatnot, and we have everything in order for the next step. And I also know that there are so many babies that need a home right now. We were hoping to have another set of kittens here for him to actually, like, you know, socialize with. But as of right now, the big group that they got from the hoarding house are not doing too good. Like, they all have really bad, ow, you have to be easy. They all have like really bad respiratory infections, so he's not gonna have any socialization. Ow, that hurts, mister. That is an owie. Get your foot. Yeah, get your own foot. It hurts. He bites really hard, and he doesn't have litter mates to teach him, like, ow, that's a limit. You gotta not do that. That hurts. So he doesn't have any friends. He doesn't have any friends to tell him not to bite so hard. Oh, hi, buddy. He gets really upset when I don't let him bite me because you have so many burps. Because he just wants to play. Hold on, let me let him down. There you go. There you go. You gonna go poops yet? Let him go potty real quick. He falls over all the time. It's the cutest thing. But yeah, so he's really lacking in like the social department because he's so tiny, you guys. I'm not even kidding. Like, look at this tiny little thing. He's so little. I gave him a lot of space, if anybody's wondering. Like, the space is because he's still very off balance. And so he needs a lot more room to stretch and move to learn to get his balance better. He should already be pretty stable on his feet, but he's not yet. So he needs a lot more, as you can see, he needs a lot more work on his stability. So we're working on that. But yeah, so he needs a lot more space to move about. Like I said, the cardboard is there to protect him from getting himself stuck in the grates because he fits right through them. And we don't want him, one, he's so tiny. You don't want him loose in the house. One, because he can't get to his warming bed. Two, he would get stuck behind something, or I wouldn't be able to find him or whatnot, and when it was time for him to feed or eat. It also does get pretty chilly in here at night with the AC on. And he needs to be able to be where his warming bed is. Because they can't usually regulate their temperature until they're roughly about 6 weeks of age. What are you getting? What are you getting? Oh, look at him. What are you getting after? You getting it? He's so silly. This is his way of playing right now because he has no litter mates. He flops on the floor. He bites his own feet. But I think he has some bad vision, so I think that he sees things like in his vision, so he rolls over and like grabs at the air. Even though there's nothing there, he still grabs at it. So I think he's got something that blocks or is like in his vision area, so he's getting better. But he is getting better, and so I'm watching him very closely. Hi, buddy. Yeah. And he does cry a lot when he's got to go potty. So I've noticed, like, when he cries, it's not just because he wants to eat, but it's also because he needs to go to the bathroom. He just ate just over a tablespoon, which is good. So that's kind of what we want. Last night, he shocked me. Last night, he slept 9 straight hours. I slept 7, which was so needed. I needed that sleep. I crashed out and I slept 7 hours. But yeah, so that was nice. And I needed it, like I said. And so I woke up this morning and he had slept 9 hours. He was still sound asleep when I got up. So I checked on him, make sure he's okay. And he was just sleeping so soundly. And like the vet said, now that he's eating so well and he is grown, there's no need to wake him. Don't wake him when he's sleeping. Let him sleep. And so I don't wake him. He also, after he ate this morning, he woke up after 9 hours of sleep, ate 3 tablespoons of formula, and then slept a 6-hour stretch, and now has been eating every 3 hours since then, which is great. So as long as he's getting his 6 to 7 feedings a day, which he usually does 6, his 6 feedings a day, he's great. So this is feeding number 4. He will probably do 2 more feedings, and then he'll probably sleep a good stretch. Usually he sleeps 6 hours at night. Yeah. So he did so good. Tonight I'm going to be making something kind of different. So come with me, guys. I want to show you. Move chair. So let me show you guys what I'm going to be making tonight. He's going to play around for a minute. My bad, my bad. Let me show you guys. Sarah's sleeping, so I don't want to wake her up. But tonight I'm trying something different because, of course, one, everything's always closed, and two, when you're limited on resources, because I still need to go to the store. Sorry, that's gonna be really bright. You kind of make, oh shit, sorry guys. You kind of make do with what you've got, right? Sorry, the dog's all... Be right back. Sorry guys, it was just the neighbor. Okay, so tonight, what I'm gonna be doing, what did that say? Oh, so what I'm gonna be doing is Instant Pot, right? So the cool part about the Instant Pot is that you take this little beauty and you stick the Instant Pot on saute, and you can saute things, right? So you can actually cook like a meat or whatnot in this first. So I'm gonna saute the ground turkey, but what I'm sauteing the ground turkey in is going to be, I'm gonna have garlic, a little bit of seasonal because it's got a lot of salt in that, so you don't want too much of that. And then we're gonna add some crushed peppers, some chili powder, not too much of this, you don't wanna overdo it, and then red cayenne, right? So you're gonna cook your meat with these seasonings, these 5 seasonings here. After you do that and you get the meat all cooked up, then you add corn in and you brown it with some corn in it. After you've got your corn in and you get your corn kind of nice and fried in with that, sauteed in, then I'm gonna add Spanish rice. So then when it's all done, it's gonna be like a Spanish rice casserole. Not much, Angel, how are you? So that's going to be tonight's goal. I'm waiting for the meat to finish thawing out. It's pretty close to there, like the center is still frozen. Can't really cook with the meat still frozen in the center, like a block of it still frozen. I should have smashed these flat and put them in the Ziploc when I did it, and I forgot to. So it is what it is. So I'm going to be making like a Spanish rice casserole type dish. The only thing it's not going to have on it is cheese. That's a huge bar. Actually, no, I have cheddar. I have cheddar downstairs, so I can go grab the cheddar cheese. So yeah, I can still put cheddar on it. I'd prefer to put a Mexican queso on it, which would have been really good, but I've got sharp cheddar. So we'll throw a layer of sharp cheddar on there. Hi Chelsea, how are you? I'm great. Don't mind, you know, I hate the fact that I've lost so much, so my shirts are actually, these shirts are actually too big, so I have to keep like readjusting because they allow my bra to show because nothing sits where it's supposed to anymore. It's annoying. So yeah, I hate it. But yeah, this is going to be real. I'm hoping this will be really good. I've never done this before. I've done Spanish rice before. But I'm not a big fan. Like, these are really good. Okay, let me just say that. These taste amazing. Of course they taste amazing. They're all processed. So of course they have like really good flavor. I'm just not a fan of processed food because processed food is really, really bad for you. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to know what my shirt says, it says need more caffeine. I don't need more caffeine. I have had a lot of caffeine today, but I've been busy trying to get stuff done. But you had a grilled chicken sandwich. Nice. So I got these up today. I'm really happy with those. And then I got my bless this home and all who enter sign in. Now the next goal is to get these two put up here and take this down. hello cabinet. But yeah, so I did, as I showed you guys last time, I did this, got our water cooler here. Ooh, hot water's ready. So I've got all this stuff here, carpet shampooer, this stuff here. I need to take some of this stuff to the RV because there's several more things. Like I have the stuff right there that needs to go to the RV, the air conditioning unit and all this. I'm so, oh, I have heartburn so bad because I drank way too much coffee today. I don't want to peek in on her. But I got my room for the most part set up. I still want to change this up a bit. But my workstation, I've got my towels down here for sitting down with Rigby. Got my yarns right here for working with. And this right here is all of our movies, by the way. That's actually like a brown like thing or whatnot. Having a cold beer. Man, I would love that right now. But of course I've got Eleanor here. I'm not sure exactly where I want to put Eleanor right now. I think for now she's just going to stay here. We got the laundry. Laundry's going down tonight. We're going to go take it down tonight. And then I've got arts and crafts right here. So my arts and crafts drawer. And then of course, as you guys know, my computer workstation and then my coffee because I have, almost missed it, my coffee. So I have another cup of coffee right here. Not like I actually need to be drinking any more coffee. So yeah, I don't need to be drinking more coffee right now. Let's be flippin' real. But that's what I'm doing. Is my watch charged yet? It is. So, put my watch back on. My watch almost died on me in the middle of getting stuff done. Hi Floyd, how are you? Sorry about that. I did see you drop in a minute ago. I'm doing good. I'm just going through a bunch of stuff. The baby drank 2 tablespoons, so he had his bottle and then he drank it down. Let's see here. He drank almost 2.5. That's really good. And I'm drinking out of my mug that Sarah got me. Do you guys see this thing? I love this mug. And it says, home is where mom is. And this is Precious Moments. So if you guys are wondering, so this is a Precious Moments mug. So I don't know if you guys can even see that because it's not going to focus on it. Yeah, it's not going to focus on it. The Precious Moments mug. And I love this because of course it is just, I love Precious Moments. Like that's what I had for Sarah's entire bedroom theme when I was pregnant with her. I set her entire room up and it was all Precious Moments. And so I absolutely love it. And little one went back to sleep, which he does a lot, which is really good, by the way. So I know that people be like, well, shouldn't he be awake and playing and whatnot? And it's like, sleeping for kittens is really, really good because it allows them to grow. And the more he sleeps, the more he's going to grow. And so, let's see here, there we go, which is really good for him. So I love that. I love that he sleeps so well. Not Danny though. But yes, we have finally got it to where Danny is not chained. She's on a runner in the yard. So she's tethered into the yard on a runner. She did figure out how to get herself loose, not loose, but still on the runner. She got herself up onto the stairs and then went a different direction to get back down. And so I don't know for how long because we went to bed. She was stuck literally laying in the swimming pool because she came down off the stairs through the opening that she made a different direction. So she got her runner piece got looped around the step. So she was sitting in the swimming pool when I got up this morning. The rest of her body was dry except for her butt where she was just sitting. So I don't know how long she was stuck there. It doesn't seem like she was stuck there very long because it looks like she tried to come back up and the stairs were wet. So the stairs would have been dry if she'd been sitting down there. But yeah, so she still keeps trying to figure out, once I got her loose, all day today, she hasn't gotten back up there because I think she realized that she was stuck the entire time and she didn't like that. And so I got her loose and she hasn't gotten up there again. I do have to say, Tonks injured his foot. So he went out the same opening she made, because she was up in there, and I saw him at the door when I got up, and so I was like, Tonks, and he shouldn't be up here because he's supposed to be down in the enclosed yard. So that told me that they managed to figure out how to open or get through the gate. So I went out, and he ran and jumped off the side of the house. Again, the same direction he did last time. But this time we have the big dumpsters are in the way right there now. Like, we found that spot to be a really good spot to set the dumpsters. So the last time he jumped there, they weren't there. This time they're there, and he fell between the two big trash cans, like the massive, like, I don't know. They're like, I can't even think. These are 30-gallon or 13-gallon. So it's like a 50-gallon trash can, right? They're big, massive trash cans. He landed between the two and injured like his foot. I went running down the stairs and went down to the front area to get him, and he came running through just fine, right? He came running through just fine. I think it was adrenaline. He came running through on all fours just fine. And then about an hour later I went out, and he was like holding his foot up. So I've been checking on him, and now he's to the point he's walking on it again, but limping. So I'm just like, if you break it, if he breaks it, we do not right now have the funds to pay for a surgery. His insurance will cover to a certain point, and then we're responsible for the rest of the bill. So if he breaks it, we're in a world of trouble. So I called the vet, of course, and like she said, if he's bearing weight on it, then just keep a really good eye on it. So I'm just keeping a really good eye on it. Because right now with COVID and everything, they're trying not to see anybody unless it's an emergency. And so seeing as he is bearing weight on it, and even though he's limping, he's still walking on it. Hi, Grant. So just going to keep an eye on him. I checked it again just a while ago, just like when I went out there just now too. I looked at his foot, and it looks fine. It's swollen around like the ankle area. So I don't know exactly what he did to it. I mean, he landed smack between the two trash cans. And so one's a recycle bin, the other one's the trash bin. And so just going to keep an eye on him. But I knew that was going to happen. I was like, if he keeps jumping like that, one of them is going to get hurt. I'm surprised that every time Winnie Bear yeets herself off the decking up here, which is, we're on the second, so they're jumping off the top of the main house. I'm sorry, Grant. So they're jumping like, it's no different than if you lived in the second floor apartment and your dog jumped off the balcony. That's pretty much what he keeps doing, and so does Winnie Bear. Danny she's only jumped off of it once, but that was into the actual yard, not into the front. Like, she's never jumped off and out the front, but she has jumped off and into the yard. And the first time she did that, she hit the ground really hard, because she's really clumsy. She hit the ground really hard with her chest and knocked the wind out of herself and laid there for a few minutes. She hasn't jumped off there since, but she still keeps jumping over the 6-foot fence. Oh my gosh, Crash is live. I'm so sorry that you're not feeling good. That sucks. I need to make sure this is not, I don't have like crazy volume. So give me a second. I want to turn this down because we don't want any kind of copywriting. But I'm going to, hold on, let me type this in, guys. 1 second. This, right? Host the Crash Z3R0. So for Crash 0. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Hold on, let me go. Hold on, let me go tell him hello. Let me go to Crash's channel. Come on. Is it on his channel? Yeah. I'm one of his moderators, so it's important that I come in here and be there. What's cracking, yo? He's got the reddest light on right now. So, yeah, no doubt, right? Ooh, try Steam. Not when it comes to sinuses. Felicia, when you have sinus issues, you really should not be dealing with steam, because having humidity like that is really not good. Especially if your sinuses are congested, you can introduce bacteria. But if it is sinuses, I don't know if it's sinuses, because if it's your throat that's hurting, if your throat is hurting, then I would say that you're probably catching something. You could even have strep, which really sucks. No, that's fine, Felicia. Like, a lot of people automatically assume like to do something with steam. Like, some people, when they have really bad congestion or whatever, they'll get in a really hot shower, or they'll do the whole head over a steaming bowl of whatever. And that's like old remedies, right? They're old remedies that work, but it always ends up that you, even though your sinus is clear during that moment because it's hot steam and it opens everything up because you open all your capillaries, you can introduce bacteria in stuff like that. So you got to be really careful. And steam is not as hot as like boiling water. Steam is just steam. It's like it becomes almost room temperature, which is why it's steam, because it cools really fast, which is why it mixes with the air. Bacteria lives in those temperatures, so you got to be really careful. Excuse me. But hey, if you're having like clogging in your sinuses, use a neti pot. Just saying, it works. It flushes all that junk out. And go to the temperature, I guess you say, go to the heat that as hot as you can stand, like on your wrist right here. Vicks is mostly for like congestion, but yeah, Vicks, if you rub Vicks on your chest and breathe that, it opens you up so well. Menthol's really good for that. Vicks is definitely a go-to in my cupboard. Vicks is like the best. But when it comes to your sore throat, get some lozenges, not cough drops, lozenges, because they're a difference. Lozenges will numb it and whatnot. Sucrets is the best ones. They taste like crap, but Sucrets works really good. Yeah. Hey, I should have won that.
Will get that. I'm gonna try to do it, depending on what's going on.
What?
I'm gonna try to do this video. I have it on my schedule. I won't know until Monday what my schedule is.
Okay. Yeah, because what the heck? I've had literally Top Frito all month long, and now he's changing it because he hasn't streamed in a few days, and so it's really a bummer. Like, what a bummer, because I was literally trucking it at Top Frito.
Yeah, Top Frito guys, I really think Top Frito is good. So, it's still going. I like next Sunday will probably like for sure. That's it.
Yeah, I hope so.
And everyone's been asking, what's Top Frito?
Yeah.
It works, it's crazy. And I want to make sure I give everybody the opportunity to come in.
Dude, I have been at every single stream for the entire time, from start to finish. I know I'm his mod, but still. He's doing good. He's doing good. Yeah. I should have won Top Frito. 1, because it was my birthday month. And 2, because I've been at every single stream from start to finish without missing any timing. Like, the minute he posts that he's gone live, I immediately jump in, hit the button, share it on Twitter, hit the button, and boost it out on my channel so that it's hosting his channel. So anybody who shows up at my channel, they're gonna see his stream. So yeah. He cracks me up. But anyhow, so I just wanted to stream with you guys and just say we're just literally day by day, getting through day by day in this pandemic with everybody else. I can tell you this much. I'm getting super bored. Yeah, I have Rigby. Rigby keeps me busy you know, throughout the day when it comes to like needing to stop and do feedings and play with him for a bit. But he sleeps a lot, which is really good. It'll be really fun once he's a bit bigger and he can really play. But as of right now, I'm so bored, you guys. I can't really do much else. Like, I've used up everything I have for like baking. I've used up like all my stuff for when it comes to like different dishes that I wanted to cook. Though I really should have recorded some of those and I didn't. I know, that would be awesome, Felicia. It's just been like today, it's just like the boredom hit hard today. I was watching another streamer earlier and he was streaming Skyrim. It's his first time playing it. Like, he's played all the others though, so that's really cool. Like, he's already played Arena, Morrowind, Oblivion. There's a couple more. They're there. I just always have a... he's actually got the good edition of Skyrim, which has the Dawnguard in it, and the other piece, the... what do you call it? He's got the Tamriel edition, which is amazing because that's the best one to have. Like, you can get regular just Skyrim, but it doesn't have the DLCs in it. So if you get Skyrim, get the legendary edition of Skyrim with the DLCs, which is what I have, which has Dawnguard and another piece to it. I always forget what it is. But anyway, so that's what he's playing. He's doing his first playthrough on it, and it's so much fun. She's sleeping right now, Chelsea. She's doing good. She's crashed out. I know the feeling I get bored a lot. Yeah, I hear you. But see, I don't have that problem. I don't get into my own feelings or whatever because I have so much I could be doing, right? There's so many things I can be doing during the day. One, thank goodness the temperatures have been amazing. So I got a bunch of stuff done. I went down, organized a bunch of stuff in the RV so that I have everything like still accessible in there. He's doing good, Grant. He's in Georgia, as you guys know. So that's that, right? So he's doing good on that aspect. But I went out there, did a bunch of stuff in the RV. Let me turn this down a bit more because it's very loud. Sorry, Crash. I'm just watching the chat for anybody that comes in being stupid. But I did get all the RV stuff like organized and put together and whatnot. Pulled what I needed out of it. Took a bunch of stuff that was up here down there. I still have more that I need to take down there. I need to get down there today and go move the mattress and the mattress cover. They're going to go up in the bunk area for now. That's not where they're going to stay. But they're going to go up in the bunk area for now. And then I've got a bunch of other stuff that I got to clean up. But I really, like, my goal right now is I really, really want to get the freaking yard area figured out for these dogs. Hey, at least you and Sarah are... What do you mean by we're affected by COVID? We didn't get infected, thank goodness. But I think Sarah and I already had COVID. I think we both were sick in November. I'm almost certain that's what it was that we had in November. At a soup kitchen 2 days a week. Yeah, I hear you there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that Sarah and I have already had it because we both were very sick back in November. Sarah was sick for like 3 weeks, like bad, like the sickest she's ever been. And then I ended up getting sick roughly around the middle of the 3rd week that she was sick. And I was sick all the way through Christmas. I was sick probably about 5 weeks. Yeah, we definitely were affected by it. I'm almost certain that's what we had. Nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, that sucks because right now there's a lot of things that people can't do. Like right now for us, the river access is closed. You can't go to the river. It's completely like any access down to the water right now, unless you live in a riverfront home, the access to the river is closed to anybody else. So that kind of really sucks because people coming here that kept coming in here from like California and stuff blew it for all of us that live here. Like those of us that live here in this area, we live here because we love the river, right? Those of us that live here and choose to stay here is because you have access to the beautiful Colorado. Now we don't. The only people that have access now are the people who pay for a space over at Davis Camp. Like I said, and y'all don't have it anymore. COVID is running wild here. So we have to be super, super careful out here. Yeah, Felicia. But yeah, Grant, out here, like they have strict rules right now. Like river is closed due to COVID. You can't be out there. All businesses closed by 8 p.m. You are required to wear a mask in any establishment you go to. It doesn't matter. You can't go into a doctor's office. You have to wait in your car. And it's by appointment only. And the doctor doesn't even come out to talk to you. They talk to you through the phone, like through text or through FaceTime. You only come in when it's time to like get your weight done and whatever, when the doctor's checking everything. But other than that, like you have to wear a mask the entire time. So it's rampant here. And on top of that, before they did all the big closures of like the river access and stuff, we would get flooded through the weekend with California residents. They'd all just come showing up here. The river would be packed. And I'm not talking like, oh, you know, it'd have groups of people. No. I'm talking shoulder to shoulder packed. People would just show up here with their boats and their Sea-Doos, and it would just be an absolute mess. Yeah, Leslie, yeah. And then the lake closed first because somebody, group-wise, people-wise, thought it would be a great idea to empty their RV's septic or their RV's black water tanks into our beautiful lake. They emptied their RV's sewage into our lake, which of course screwed up the pH levels in the lake, and it got closed down. So now the lake is closed down until all pH levels go back to normal, which can take a long time. The last time that happened, it took them almost 6 months before the lake was open again. What weapons are good now? Oh, yeah, it's disgusting. So, and the lake is where a lot of the water from the Colorado drops from, right? When they open the lake, like the dam up, it's all the water from the lake that rushes down. So right now, because the lake is contaminated, they can't open the dam to rush the water through. So it's kind of like one of those things where you can't do anything. The river water levels are really low. Bad coffee for 5 days, body aches, no taste, no smell, sore throat. Yeah, for me, I was sick for 5 weeks. I had a fever through probably 3 of it. Couldn't breathe. Ended up being put on nebulizer treatments to try to get my lungs working again. Several times ended up at the hospital because I couldn't breathe. Had to have treatments done at the hospital because I couldn't breathe. Ended up with an IV. Doctor said that I had a severe upper respiratory infection. That's what they marked it as, because everything else came back as not like I didn't have strep, didn't have the flu, I didn't have pneumonia, but they were pretty certain that it was like, that was what they deemed it as, was a severe upper respiratory infection. I'm pretty sure now with everything that's come out, more than likely it was COVID. It was terrifying. I mean, I would get to coughing so hard that I would feel very faint because I couldn't breathe. Yeah. Oh yeah, out here, if you refuse to wear a mask, you can't come in. Like, sorry, you're not allowed access. So if they catch you in there with your mask off, you're kicked out. Make you put anything you have that you were trying to buy, leave it there and get the heck out. You're not even given the option to put your mask back on. If you take your mask off in any establishment here, you're immediately kicked out of the store, which I think is good. Yeah, none of us knew about the virus until March. So, well, February is when things were kind of trickling out about it. And then March was when everybody realized, oh yeah, no, there's a problem. Yeah. Yeah. That's what a lot of people thought it was. A lot of people just thought that it was during, because it's right at the peak of allergy season. And people just think, gosh, this is just a really bad year. That's not the case. So. That's cold and it doesn't taste good. But yeah. So, anywho. But yeah, so I'm going to cook here in just a little bit once that thaws out. Go check on Tonks again. Make sure everything looks good. Like I said, he's walking on it. He's limping really bad, but he's walking on it. So my concern was like the first couple of hours, he was not putting any weight on it. Like he was holding it off the ground. Didn't want to walk on it at all. But I went down there, I checked him, felt for any sore spots. He didn't jerk his foot away. If it was broken, he would have yanked it from me or nipped me from pain. None of that happened. So now that he's walking on it again, I think he just happened to land wrong, and he may have pulled something. He is an old dog, and he is arthritic, so not smart on his part to do that. God forbid if I get symptoms again, I'll go. Yeah, and that's the thing is if you get COVID, you can get it again. Found out about 2 months or 3 months. Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people, like, I think it's been coming out like it's been a problem since like back in like August of 2019. I think is when I saw several people that show what they call symptoms now back then. And a lot of people were saying that it was just a really bad case of the flu, or a lot of people that went to the hospital here came out with being told they had a severe upper respiratory infection. That was like the big one. We had several employees, because I was still working then, several employees that came in that had to not be at work because their fever was so high and they had been diagnosed as severe upper respiratory infection. Which then of course got other employees sick and then other employees sick. So it was kind of like a tumbleweed effect. We lost several employees due to the fact that they ended up being out of work for too long, and we had to hire somebody else to fill that spot. But yeah, it got really bad. Like it got scary. And then of course I left work in November and then got really sick just after that. And I had just been diagnosed. And so I thought it was just a part of my diagnosis of lupus, and that I was just, a snowball effect. But now looking back on it, I'm almost certain it was a bout of COVID. See, and that really sucks, Tiffany. And I know that the most important part is that they check you and baby and make sure that you guys are healthy and that everything is going good. So I know that that's the most important part. It's not the same as having him there, I know. But take a camera in with you, your phone, film your appointments, so that way if there's any questions that your boyfriend has about baby, you can ask the doctor. And if you film it, the good part is he can see that you asked the questions that were important to him, and you can get the doctor's answers on audio. You don't have to film the doctor himself. You can always say, can I film this or can I record this so that I can take this back home to my boyfriend for information for the baby. It is supposed to be a special time, Felicia. However, right now, that's not what matters. What matters is a healthy baby. And so, yeah, it sucks. I mean, think about it. Back in the day, men weren't even allowed around and in the room with the woman when she gave birth because it was not considered appropriate. Though we see that different now. But because a woman is very exposed during the time of birth, it was deemed inappropriate for a man to be in the room during that, because it was, let's just say, it's not a pretty event, okay? The birth of a baby is amazing, yes. The visuals of it are not. And so it could be deemed, back in the day as an inappropriate moment. And also a woman is indisposed at that time. And therefore the man is supposed to keep watch to keep her protected, so to speak. And so, yeah, there's that whole thing. However, right now, the biggest thing, especially with the pandemic going on, is the whole make sure baby's safe and okay. On the 11th, I lost my grandma due to the NOLAC and the 4 years this month. Wow. Sorry about that. That sucks. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have lost family due to lack of oxygen. Yeah. 4 years ago. Yeah. So, 4 years. Yeah, it's a lot for people right now. And the worst part is right now, I should say the best part is there's a lot of places, hospital-wise, that are only allowing mom and dad in the room. That's it, during birth. Baby's gonna go home with mom and dad, so having mom and dad in the birthing room is totally fine. During the appointments, there's more people in at appointments. So therefore is the reason why they don't let anybody else but mom in during appointments, is because there's other patients that are pregnant as well. But so yeah, that's, hopefully your hospital, Tiffany, will allow him to be there during the birth. I'm pretty sure they will. Because like I said, baby's going home with mom and dad. So I don't see any reason why they wouldn't let him in the room. Now I know that there's a couple of states right now that are not allowing it at all. But I really hope that that's not your state. Hopefully they allow him in during the birth. Oh no, there's a lot of people dealing with a lot of lag today. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here because I am gonna moderate the channel right now because we don't have another mod in here right now. We need another mod in here. I don't know where the other mod is. But anyway, I'm gonna go so I can pay attention to what's going on here. And then I'm gonna cook as soon as that meat finishes thawing out. You guys have been awesome and amazing. Little man's sleeping. He'll probably sleep for about 6 hours now, and do 2 more feedings before he goes down for the entire night. You guys are awesome, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.